What's up, podcast land? We're here, back again at the Sesh Palace. It's Monday, December 30th, 2019. Almost into the new year. I'm Nick.
I'm Colton.
We're here with a special guest, Marisa.
Hey.
And this is two dudes at a fucking table. What's up, guys? Welcome to another sesh. We're here with our guest, Marisa, and we are talking about some conspiracy theories. How do you guys feel about that?
Bro, I'm ready.
Bro, I've been waiting to make this podcast my entire life.
Yeah, you've been asking for
Honestly, I feel like since you found out that we did a podcast, you were like,
yeah.
Can I do a conspiracy theory one? And I was like, fuck yeah. And here
Dude.
we are 2 years later doing a fucking conspiracy theory podcast.
For real. I remember you drove me home one day and we started talking about some conspiracy theories.
Mm-hmm.
And you were like, dude, I got a podcast.
Yeah.
We gotta get on this and we gotta talk about these fucking
I totally
crazy ass
remember that.
theories.
I forgot until you just said it, but literally I was driving you to your house. We were on fucking Beatty and we were by George Southern.
Yeah.
And this is one I specifically remember.
Yeah,
I totally forgot about that.
I literally think it was the time where, I'm going to talk about the theory later, but the time where we thought the world was going to end and all that shit. And I was freaking out.
Yo, Megan was bugging out around that time too.
Yeah,
was she?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yo, she seriously thought that shit was just gonna go poof.
I thought the aliens were literally gonna come. I keep saying literally, and it's
That's
not even
right.
fluent.
Literally.
Literally.
No, man, it's just something that people say every day, and it doesn't even have its own meaning most of the time when they say it.
Yeah, most of the time I feel like most of the time, and I do this too, when people say literally, they mean figuratively.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, yo, literally this sucks. And I'm like, well, figuratively it sucks.
Yeah.
But literally sucks, bro.
I blame the Kardashians, dude.
I don't blame anybody. I just blame myself.
Why can we not blame the Kardashians, bro? Fuck them.
Yeah, I mean, fuck the Kardashians, bro. But, they didn't get me doing it. I heard it from someone who probably got it from them. And then I just keep saying it. And every time I say it, I know I'm wrong.
Keeping up with the cucks.
Keeping up with the cucks. New Two Dudes series.
Keeping up with the Cuckdashians.
I'd watch
One
it.
day.
I'm not gonna lie.
One day, we're getting a fucking show. And it's gonna be called Keeping Up with the Cucks.
Dude, can you imagine if TDAAT and everyone else, Tim and everyone else, we got a show?
That would be insane.
It would be the best fucking show on TV.
Honestly, if this gets to a point, or when this gets to a point, and if TV shows are even really a thing anymore, let's be real.
Yeah.
If they're still a thing and we get
Streaming
a TV show,
shows.
yeah, even if it's streaming or whatever, no matter what, I feel like everybody would be in it.
Oh, yeah.
Even if they were like, oh, let's just talk about the podcast. And we're like, okay, well, that still involves almost everybody in our lives, so.
Right.
Because everybody and anybody is trying to be on it.
Yup.
I feel like a fucking prostitute. Everyone's like, hey, let me get with you.
They're like, yo, let me jump on that real quick.
Yeah.
You're like, hold up.
You gotta get that invite, dog.
Yeah. Nah, you can, if you want to be on, just let us know.
There is something that I do want to start eventually, which will come in time. I want to set up a call-in type thing, but it's obviously you call in and we get a bunch of voicemails and we pick through the voicemails.
Yeah, right.
Listen to them on the air and fucking either answer your questions or listen to the bullshit.
It's a good idea.
I've always wanted to do that. You know what I mean?
We could either do that or we could do eventually
DMs.
get this live, do live calls. Be like, you guys can call in right now at this number.
That would be sweet.
That would be awesome. We'd
I'd
get a
be
lot of
so
people
down.
just yelling cucks at us though.
Dude, whatever.
Shit would
That
be
is
so
like
funny.
your catchphrase.
Oh yeah.
Nick started that shit.
Yeah, man.
He was the first person to ever start calling people cucks, as far as I know. Like, before any celebrity or anybody, like, now even Joe Rogan calls people cucks.
I know.
But I heard
it's
Nick
fucking
saying it a year
pissing me
prior.
off.
Dude, it's crazy.
It's like, yo, I fucking said that shit before anybody.
Well, I mean, I'm sure somebody said it somewhere, because you can't even have your own thought that somebody hasn't had before.
Yeah.
But regardless, Nick's the first person I heard say it.
Speaking of thoughts and crazy shit about the mind and the way people think, and I don't know where that was going with that, but
Ain't the sharpest bowl in the bowl drawer.
yeah, because that makes fucking sense.
Bowl in the drawer, dude. Think about that.
Yeah.
All right, what were you saying?
So we're trying to talk about conspiracy theories. We really haven't gotten into it yet. So I'll go around. I think like we should all kind of talk about one. Like Marisa has one. Colton, you should try to think of one because I know you haven't.
Yeah, you're right.
I got mine because I think this is gonna be dope that you both don't know about this.
I know, I'm so fucking excited.
But let me get me a trusty light so I can fucking see this horse shit. So this is the Y2K thing that happened in '99 when the wow, yeah, my battery's gonna die anyway, so I appreciate that. So it was about the Y2K shit that happened in '99 when it was about to become the new year. Like, everyone thought the world was gonna end pretty much, and like all the computer systems were gonna crash and all that shit. And everyone was going out to the stores and like buying food and like acting like as if the world was gonna end and shit. So basically, where am I going with this? Yeah, everyone was getting ready for the apocalypse, and like they spent over like $100 million to try to, like, the U.S. government.
Damn.
And like all these businesses that were affiliated with the government, they were all spending all this fucking money to make sure that their computers didn't crash and stuff. And then like it was a big, like, I personally think it was a big fucking thing to like get people to go out and spend all this money on this shit.
I could see that happening.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
could definitely see that being a thing.
And pretty much the reason it was called Y2K is because it was for the year 2000. Oh, I was totally wrong on that number. That's $100 billion. $100 billion.
Holy shit.
Yeah, man. There's this one dude that's responsible for fucking naming that shit Y2K. His name's David Eddy. If you want to look him up to see what he looks like, I think he's like an old cuck. But yeah, like I think it was just like a big ploy to like get all these people to spend this money. Like, now that's my just like personal opinion. Whoa.
Oh.
No.
Getting Robetronic in here.
Yup. Shit happens. I don't know what happened, but it happened. And it's not happening, so I'm gonna leave it alone.
Liddy. But yeah, that's basically what Y2K was. And then when the year changed, nothing fucking happened.
Dude, I can't even...
Didn't that pretty much happen in 2012?
Yeah. Yeah, like 2012 and like...
It happens all the time.
Yeah.
That
It's
actually
ridiculous.
goes into what I wanted to talk about.
That's perfect. Great segue.
Because, like, I wanted to talk about how whenever there's a world's gonna end theory, it's kind of like maybe the world does end,
Okay.
but it's like we're in the simulation.
Yeah. So like the simulation theory.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
No,
totally
that's kind of
believe
like
that.
what I You just made something pop into my head, so I don't know if you had more, but
Like, were you gonna talk about the Mandela effect and how that plays into it? Like,
no, I was gonna talk about dreaming and alternate dimensions.
yeah, like, because if it's a simulation, there's obviously infinite amount of universes where things can happen, or like when the world ends in this dimension, like, I'm trying to think of how say what you were gonna say. Oh my god, I can't talk. I literally
I'm dead as fuck.
cannot fucking talk.
All right, pretty much. I guess I don't know if it's necessarily a conspiracy theory, but it's definitely a theory that somebody out there has. Somebody much smarter than me came up with this, but it was something along the lines of when you dream, because nobody knows actually what happens when you dream or why you dream. So the theory was like, when you dream, you're going to yourself in an alternate dimension.
Whoa.
And then like certain dreams, like when I think Nick and I have talked about this briefly before, but like, so there's dreams, and then every time you go to sleep, you're just going to a different dimension. And you know what I mean? Like, it's just, you're kind of leaving your body and going somewhere else. And then I was thinking the other day, and I was talking to Nick about this, I was like, I feel like that's why when you have dreams of like, okay, you're falling or something's happening where you're getting in a car accident and then you wake up suddenly and you're like breathing super hard. I wonder if that's you died in another dimension. And that's why like you can have multiples of those dreams, and it could just be other dimensions where it's like you're just dying in other dimensions. That's why you wake up and you come out of it immediately.
I think about it like the Matrix.
Oh my god, that's fucking making me trip so.
Like, it's not necessarily you dying. It's probably like whoever's controlling that simulation is like, hey, you're gonna die. Whoop. We're gonna take you out of here right quick so that we can keep doing our thing.
Could be. Do you guys think we're in a simulation right now? Like, legitimately?
Oh yeah.
Believe that? I think we could be. I don't know.
Like these UFOs and shit, I seriously think that they're the people that like control everything, and that's like the explanation for the pyramids and all the Egyptian shit. But I seriously think that like we're in their simulation, and what they do is they test planets to see if they can thrive.
Yo, that's like the plot of Divergent. Have you ever seen that movie?
Yeah, I think I have.
He's like, that's where that idea came from.
Well, no. I'm just like...
It sounds familiar.
Yeah.
I just can't remember if I've seen it. But, yeah, it's like, I think that they just kind of see if it thrives, and if the planet fails, like, oh, there's another dead, like...
That's so crazy, dude.
I think it becomes a moon to another planet. So, you know, like some planets have like 2 moons. I think it's just 2 other planets within that little universe right there. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, just to touch on aliens real quick, like, do I know if they've ever visited Earth? I've been listening to Tyler Creator too much. If you really think that there aren't aliens out there, it's like we literally live in a place that is surrounded by space, and it goes on forever. Like, you can't even imagine, you can't even think of forever because it never ends. Like, it literally never ends. So it's like it goes on forever, and there's multiple universes. So like,
that's why they say
how could you believe
infinity and beyond.
I just feel like that's so self-centered. Like that we're the only thing.
Yeah.
We're the only thing. I'm not saying they've been here. We don't know. Maybe there is life on other planets, but they're dumber than we are. Maybe they're still in their Stone Age. Or maybe they're way more advanced than us. I have no idea. But like, if you're to think that we're the only thing out there, then you're ignorant, I guess.
And like the whole thing with the UFOs and like the aliens and shit, Excuse me, I had to burp. The aliens, I feel like when there is sightings and shit like that I think that they're just like visiting to check up on shit, and they're like, man, shit's fucked. We're gonna have to go back and tell Commander, whatever the cuck his name is,
that this planet needs to go.
Either that or like it needs some fucking help. So then, like, maybe that's what really controls the weather and shit. They're like, certain areas need water for croppage and shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yo, you want to hear a UFO sighting story?
Yo, I'm down.
So...
Is this like a random sighting story, or is this like a personal...
No, this happened to
like,
my aunt.
Oh, cool. That makes it more interesting to me.
Yeah.
Cause you know what I mean? Cause anybody could come up with like you read stories online, you're like, how many are just half these people are crazy? Mm-hmm. But like this is somebody you actually know, so I'm intrigued.
Okay, so she was driving. She was on the throughway somewhere.
Like around here?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
She's from like Cheektowaga or something like that.
Lit.
And she was driving with her friend, and I remember she said there was like a lot of traffic, and they were stopped in traffic and they saw like a light in the sky, and they both looked up at it, and my aunt turns to her friend and goes, like, I can't remember what the friend's name was, so we'll call her Beatrice.
All right, Beatrice is her aunt's friend.
Beatrice.
Yeah, so my aunt turns to Beatrice and goes like, B, did you see that light up in the sky? And Beatrice just was like staring at my aunt, and like with a crazy freaking scare. Oh my god, I can't talk.
Try taking the headphones off. Just put them on the table. See if that helps at all.
That'll definitely help.
You don't have to wear them. I know that it's weird with the latency.
It really is. And I feel like I'm going to ruin the podcast if I keep
No,
you're good.
Fine.
So yeah, my aunt was driving with her friend Beatrice, and Beatrice was like staring at her, totally freaked out, like wide-eyed gaze and everything. And my aunt goes like, what's wrong? And she goes, like, Beatrice goes to my aunt and says, Roseanne, your lips weren't moving when you were just talking to me.
What? Yo, that's fucking nuts. Yo, fuck that.
What?
And that was like around here.
I wish I could experience something like that.
Yo,
yeah,
for
can
real.
you imagine like your friend just looking at you and was like...
And you heard him? Like Nick just looked at me and I was like, okay.
Yeah, right? That's intense.
Dude, that's crazy.
That's
an
cool.
awesome story.
Yeah, and the fact
I'm glad
that...
you waited to tell us that.
Yeah, for real.
No, I think I wanted to actually tell you guys this the other night,
Yeah,
but then I'm
that's
like...
what I'm saying.
Yeah.
That's so cool.
Oh yeah, Megan was pissed because she couldn't tell the story.
Oh yeah.
Well, Meg.
She'll have to watch TDAAT.
Well,
Yeah,
she ain't
so
gonna,
tune
so
in.
you're gonna have to tell her at another time.
Fucking God.
No.
She's a
Fuck
fake
that.
fan.
Megan, once in your life, watch the sesh. What is wrong with you? I'm saying this right now. You're breaking my heart, man. I just want you to watch the sesh. Janelle, I want you to watch the sesh. I just want people to watch it.
Bro, I watch every sesh.
Do you really?
I do have the notification bell on. I'm not gonna
Lit,
lie.
bro.
See?
That makes me feel so good. I love when people hear that, or when I hear that from people.
I actually
Like-
just made myself cry.
That's awesome.
Yeah. I should be an actor.
You should be an actor.
It'd be fun.
Dude,
I would not want to work with you. I ain't gonna lie.
people used to say in high school that I was gonna end up on like SNL or something, and I low-key kind of wanted to try out for it.
You
That'd
should
be
have.
sweet. Should be one of those people that just like does like whatever they can to do it. And I say this to everybody too, like Janelle, I'm like, yeah, we should do that, but it's hard. But it's like, I guess you go to like a big city with nothing and just try to make it, I guess.
Dude, that's how I feel like that's how most people make it. When you, I just feel like when I listen to not even celebrities, just successful people, they're always like, I just did it. Like, you don't have another choice. Mm-hmm. But like, I literally, like, a lot of comics are like, yeah, I moved to LA, slept in my car for 2 years until I started making enough money to have an apartment. And like, they're like, that was the only thing. They're like, I worked a shitty little job on the side at first. But you know what I mean? Like, they're like, there is no backup plan. There is no fallback to anything. It's like, you go and you're like, all right, it's either I make it or I don't.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, there is no plan B. It's either like, I'm gonna be fucking homeless for the rest of my life, or I'm gonna make this.
Yeah. No, I get what you mean completely. Like, it's crazy because, like, you see, even on American Idol, when that was on, people would be like, oh, I left my job for this. Like, I'm totally, like, this is my all or nothing chance, you know?
Yeah.
And it's not guaranteed.
But I feel like that's what you have to do. Yeah, and there is no guarantees. And you also have to eat shit a lot.
In this life, man.
You gotta eat shit. You gotta fucking struggle through it. Like, you can't expect yourself to be good or professional at something without, like, you have to fail. Mm-hmm. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you can't be good at something. Everybody started somewhere. LeBron at some point didn't know how to dribble a ball. You know what I mean?
I don't know, man. I feel like he came out of the womb dribbling balls or sucking on them.
He might have been, but I'm just saying.
Yo, don't talk about my boy like that.
I hate LeBron James.
He's a fucking good ass basketball player, though.
He does some good shit, though. I ain't gonna lie. I don't necessarily like I don't know him personally, but like the persona he puts off, I don't necessarily like. But I will give him that he plays good ball, and I will give him that he does a lot of good shit.
Cuck.
And he's a cuck.
Yep, straight cuck.
Straight cuck.
Straight cuck, receding hairline, hoe.
I mean, he's straight bald. It ain't receding no more.
It ain't receding. That shit went to the back of his head. Said, bro, just shave it. It receded to the crown.
There was a theory going around, a conspiracy theory, that he was having that painted on his head. His hairline.
He might have been.
For real?
People do
have you
that.
ever seen that?
No.
I haven't seen that specific one about him, but a lot of people do that. I watch a lot of barber videos.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Have you ever seen any of those?
Dude, I've seen him fucking give the guys beards and shit with like weaves, like a weird, like a
a weird weed.
They just like scrape the top of the popcorn ceilings and like put that on their face with paint.
Just give them stubble.
Yeah.
Just give them the stubble. That's hilarious.
Oh, that'd be so fucking whack.
Yo, that's like me when I'm working on these fucking houses, bro.
Yeah, speaking of working on houses,
you're doing that.
Yeah, that shit's fucking whack.
Mm-hmm.
Stairs, whack. Floor, whack. Walls, whack. Everything, whack.
I must say, though, I'm really happy that you bought it or you're renting
it, whatever.
Because it's like that house was such a big part of me and like obviously Colton and Megan, and it's nice to know that it's like not completely gone from us.
Yeah, it's nice to see that I'm gonna be able to go back there for a while. You know what I mean? Normally you move and you're like, fuck, that's the last time I'm being in that house for the rest of my life.
And it's so sad. Well, depending on like where it is and stuff. But
I mean, so for some people,
you know?
they're like, I can't wait to never see this fucking place again.
Yeah, no, it's gonna be sweet. Because when you guys come back there,
yeah, because it's gonna look a lot different. Because they like ripped up the carpet and shit and painted the walls.
Word.
They're doing some work on it. I'm seriously impressed.
Doing work.
Because I know that it's a lot of work.
Yeah, and I don't do that shit.
That's what I do every day. So that's why I'm like, good shit, guys.
Yeah, because I'm a pussy.
Nick's a fucking big pussy. Yeah. Nick's the biggest pussy I know.
Hell yeah, word up. Pussified cucks. Whoop whoop.
Pussified cooks.
That should be a hockey team.
Yo, did you know that pussy, like,
Here we go, the fucking expert. Let's hear it.
Marisa,
No.
pussy expert.
Like, well, I ain't going.
She knows more than we do.
Wow.
I mean,
Speak
She
for
has
yourself,
one,
I got
bro.
one, dude.
She has one.
All right. I didn't know where you're going with that.
But fuck. Oh, the word pussy. Like when someone says "don't be a pussy," it actually isn't talking about like the vagina. Pussy is actually short for a word called pusillanimous or pussa. It's like short for a longer word that means "don't be a coward."
Really?
Yeah.
That's interesting. Where did you learn that?
I don't fucking remember, but I remember like it tripped me up.
That's crazy. I never knew that. I'm gonna be saying that in a whole new meaning
Don't be
now.
pusillanimous. That's not. I know it's not.
The meaning of coward comes from something else. Many people think that pussy is a diminutive of pussy. What? Pusillanimous.
See, that's what I'm saying. It's hard to say.
Pusillanimous. Pusillanimous.
Pusillanimous.
Pusillanimous, showing a lack of courage or determination. Timid. But a Wikipedia article suggests that pussy is used as an alternative spelling of an obsolete English word, Percy.
Percy.
So I guess it comes from Percy. Either way,
vagina.
that shit don't
You're
make any
fucking
sense. It ain't,
Percy.
it ain't from. I ain't calling you a vagina, you fucking pussy. Yo, I'm so happy I know that now. I feel like I'm not even insulting people anymore.
It's so stupid because like I would just rather call you a pussy. Like in retrospect, like a vagina is a beautiful thing, and like
Sometimes.
Why wouldn't you want to be it? You know?
Yeah.
Don't be one.
I could be like,
Bro, I feel
You're
like there's
fucking-
definitely some roast beef out there.
but I'm
Like
not
I feel
being
like there's gotta be some roast beef out there. I feel like definitely not all pussies are beautiful.
What was that?
I was like, dude, what if this is like a fucking alien invasion the night we do this podcast?
That would make me so happy.
I'd be like, yo, it's TDAAT. We talking live about this alien invasion.
Yeah, I'd be like, hold on. Let me get you guys on the podcast.
No, I think it was a gunshot.
Yo.
I don't think it was, but at this time of night in this area, you know, it's 8 o'clock. I wouldn't be surprised if someone was popping shots off.
It's 8 o'clock. Do you know where your children are?
I don't see anyone on the cameras. So,
We good in the hood.
we good. I am
Should
going to go
we-
lock the doors, though.
Should we be hitting a high quality tunage break soon?
You know what? I'll wait to lock the doors, because you are right. Let's hit this motherfucking high quality tunage.
What are we jamming, my friend?
We're jamming Chronicle Chill Noons.
That chronic.
Copyright free music. 1 hour loop. Let's get it. What's going on, guys? Colton here from Two Dudes at a Table. Welcome back from the high quality tunage.
Brizzy break.
We're here with Marisa, special guest.
Ew.
We're talking about conspiracies and whatever the fuck else we've talked about.
Yo, I got a crazy one. It's not like a conspiracy, like it was pretty much all proven like fact. But yo, listen to this. So, it's a video game conspiracy theory, but kind of video game fact.
Interesting.
Alright.
So there was this video game that mysteriously popped up in an arcade, and I think they said Portland. But I don't know if that's Portland, Oregon.
Or Portland, Maine.
Yeah. So, it was called Polybius, or Polybius. I think it's Polybius.
Mm-hmm.
And basically, it was like an MK Ultra type thing. Have you ever heard of MK Ultra?
Yeah.
So, I guess what it was basically so that the government could figure out people's behaviors and actions based on the decisions that they made in the game. So, like, it just randomly popped up in an arcade. People were playing it for a little bit. And then randomly, like, every, I don't know how often, we'll say every 4 months, these random dudes would come in, unlock the game, collect something out of it, and then disappear.
Yo.
And nothing would be said. Yeah. So, like, people were trying to figure out if it's, like, an urban legend or, like, a real thing. And, like, everything that's been, like, shown as evidence, like, of this machine, like, everything points to it being a fact. But it's not in any, like, records anywhere stating that it was ever a real game. Like, all arcade games have to be, like, licensed and registered.
Yeah.
And, like, it doesn't exist.
Yo.
That's fucking trippy, dude.
Super crazy.
That's insane.
Dude, that reminds me of, like, there's this show that I don't remember. It was like a thread where this guy was like, has anyone else seen this show? Like, I'm trying to find it, and, like, I can't remember what it's called. And he, like, described the show. And then there was, like, other people that were adding on to it, and, like, yeah, like, I remember that, and, like, they would talk about another scene that they remembered. And then at the end of the thread, it was, like, one of the person that started the thread asking about the show asked his mom about it, and his mom was like, yeah, I always thought it was weird that you would, like, stare at the TV when it was blank and, like, laugh and everything.
Yo, there's a show based off of that.
For real?
I don't know if it's actually based off of that, but it's called The
Cove.
I've
heard about that.
Yeah, Megan and I used to watch it. It's called The Cove. And it was like, I think this first season was called Channel Zero. And the kids would just watch. I don't know if it was nothing on or if it was.
There and freak out about what was on the TV because it was, like, technically, like, scaring the fuck out of them.
Well, it was causing them to, like, kill and shit.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Yeah, like.
But there would be
show
nothing.
on, like, Netflix or
That
something?
was a show on TV. I'm sure.
It was on Sci-Fi.
I'll look it up on Netflix right now.
It was on Sci-Fi.
Was it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, dude. I don't know.
Just
now that
look
I'm
up
saying
The
it, I
Cove.
don't know if the parents couldn't see it.
No, they
or
couldn't.
Was it that? I don't remember.
And it was, like, this weird, like, puppet type cartoon thing.
Yeah. And then, dude, there's a huge twist at the end. Y'all, I ain't even gonna say it. Because I ain't gonna be rude like that.
Yo, I gotta watch this.
Yeah, there's, like, this, like, tooth
super,
monster thing.
Oh, the teeth.
Yeah, it's like this
Yo, that
person.
thing is literally nightmares. That's what
it's
it's
like
made
this
of.
Person made out of teeth.
It's disgusting.
It's so crazy.
Whoever created that show did a fantastic job.
I think it might have been from the creators of American Horror Story.
When did this come out?
It couldn't be that long ago.
Not super long ago. I'm looking up the teeth person to show you what he looks like.
I'm scared. I have to drive home alone.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be seeing him in my back seat and shit.
Yo, I just want to find it. Yo, let me see. Yeah, I found it.
Sci-fi.
Yo, check this out.
I'm so scared.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
And it, like, chews on, like, hands and shit.
Yeah.
And, like, takes teeth. It's gross.
Imagine getting fucked by a guy made of a bunch of teeth.
Nick Antosca is the guy who created it.
Oh, Oh.
He has novels, Fires, Midnight Panic, The Girlfriend Game. Yeah, whatever. Ooh, I think actually... Let me check Hulu, because I think I just saw something about Hulu.
Hulu. I hate that shit, but I might have it.
Yo, but Hulu got Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
Hulu.
Hulu? What?
Brooklyn Nine-Nine?
Yeah.
Like the show?
Yeah.
Hulu.
I know, I said Hulu has it.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you said who
Not
has
who.
it.
Yeah, she's like, yo, Hulu has it. And you were like, I think you heard who has it.
Yeah.
Yo.
Oh, so while you're looking that up, I actually did have something else that I wanted to talk about. Bullshit conspiracies. Did you know that there's a conspiracy out there that... Do you remember the ice bucket challenge?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a conspiracy theory out there that it's actually a purification to Lucifer.
What?
Yeah, and like the government somehow implanted it into social media and shit to have people like start doing it and shit. And like ALS stands for Antichrist, Lucifer, something. I forget what the last word is.
Something. It's something.
But yeah, I saw that today. So I think that's complete horseshit.
Yeah, that sounds a little out there.
Oh, Ropetronic. We're talking about conspiracies. The Illuminati's fucking our podcast up. Fucking cucks.
Exposed.
Yo, fuck them.
Yo,
That's
have
what
you
I'm
guys ever
saying.
heard of Operation Paperclip?
I've heard
No.
of it. I don't know what it is.
Wait, like the little paperclip guy on like Microsoft?
No.
Oh.
It's a government operation called Operation Paperclip.
Oh no.
Okay, so pretty much what it is. This is not a conspiracy. It's just something crazy that I found out. Roughly, it's when we got roughly 1,600 Nazi German scientists during the Cold War. So after World War II ended, we were like so worried about winning the Cold War and like getting to the moon first that we took all these Nazi scientists from like concentration camps and shit and made them work for NASA, or pretty much gave them jobs at NASA. And Nazis are pretty much the only reason we made it to the moon first.
I don't even think we made it to the moon first.
Who do you think made it to the moon first?
I seriously am one of those people that thinks that the moon landing was completely staged.
Nah.
100%.
I think we did it. I just think
No,
that
I think
there's no
we did
reason
it.
for us to go.
But I think we did it at a later time. And there was 100% a reason for us to go. We were trying to show that we were the superior country to Russia.
Well, no, I know that. I'm saying now. We don't really go back to the moon too often anymore because...
Well, no, because it's so dangerous. Look how many people fucking
well, that's what I'm
die.
saying. Like, it's super dangerous, but there's also no real reason for us to go there. There's
Right.
nothing there.
No,
Why-
I'm
they're
saying,
like, why would I go?
Yeah.
I'm saying originally I think it was staged just to show that we were the superior country, and then it took us just a little longer to get there, but we did eventually get there, and then that's when more evidence came out of the moon landing, you know what I mean? But the initial video of them landing on the moon
Yeah,
and shit,
where the flag isn't like...
I kind of think...
where the flag is waving, but there's
Yeah.
no air and... Yeah.
I kind of agree, and I kind of don't. I think that we made it to the moon, but I think that a lot of the footage was faked. Because think
Yeah.
about the technology we had. Like, even if we made it to the moon, you're going through so much radiation.
that's exactly what I'm saying, though. I'm
So,
telling
like-
you that we got to the moon, but the actual first footage that came out was completely fake.
Maybe. I don't think all of it was.
Yeah, my dude. They've already debunked this shit. They've like set up sets to like show the exact same thing. And like some of the movements are just not movements that would happen on an anti-gravity fucking
Oh,
planet.
yeah, like when the one falls and it looks like he gets pulled back up by
Yeah.
wires. Yeah, I've seen that. I agree with Neil deGrasse Tyson where he said that he thinks that there would be no reason for us to fake it because as we can see from the fake footage, that it's hard. It would be harder for us to recreate a legit moon landing than it would be for us to actually go to the moon. And he's a fucking scientist, and I personally think a good one. So that's what I'm going with.
When I say cuck scientist, fuck him. I believe what I believe.
Believe what you want, bruh.
I believe what I want.
I ain't here to change your mind.
Yeah, you've been a nice.
Speaking of a boss ass scientist, can we acknowledge Bill Nye in this household?
Of course we can acknowledge Bill Nye. My man is the fucking OG. The only thing that made school good.
Have you watched his show on Netflix?
Yeah,
I heard it's fucking good, and
it's
he
amazing.
Swears.
Mm-hmm.
It's amazing. It's literally, it's almost like what he did for us, when we were children. He did it again as an adult.
Yeah,
but he's more serious, and he's funnier because he swears and shit.
Yeah, and he
it's
just
like
knows
he matured when we
up.
matured.
Yeah.
It's like he altered his career around
Hell yeah.
us.
Shout out Bill Nye. Yo, someday we got to get him on before he dies.
Bill Nye, the science guy.
Bill Nye for president.
Bill.
I don't want to do that to him.
Oh, yeah, that's fair.
I like Bill Nye. I don't want him to be president just because I don't want to see it happen to him.
Yo, fuck a president.
Yeah, dude, the president is just a scapegoat for all the other fucking shit.
Fucking pussy ass bitch.
The people who control everything are the ones who have the most money, and not the people who are actually in the government.
No, for real.
They enforce it. I feel like the
Illuminati,
government is the enforcers of the people who have the money.
Dude.
Speaking of the government, I want to ask you guys this. Do you believe in crisis actors?
No.
What? Man.
That's tough. Yes and no. Sometimes I see these fucking videos and I'm like, man, that's definitely the same person. Yeah. But then at the same time, I'm like, there's other ones that I watch and I'm like, there's no way that's the same person. I'm like, I'm sorry, but it's not.
They were totally fucking video fucking proof of the Sandy Hook kids being at the Super Bowl after they died. How does that happen? Can you explain that to me?
I have no idea. I haven't seen the footage.
My dude.
I'd have to see it.
It's so crazy. People are like, how are these kids alive? And their parents were there too and shit. And it was like, you were supposed to be dead.
Is there anything else that's been dug up other than that though?
The fact that all the people at Sandy Hook that were at the fire fucking what is it? The firehouse? Is that what it's called? Firefighters are?
Yeah.
The fire department?
Yeah.
The fire hall?
The fire hall. It showed people going in and then coming out. The same people.
Shit, I don't know. I honestly have I've definitely heard the conspiracy, of Sandy Hook not being real, but I've never actually looked into it because...
no, I think
I just
some
don't
kids
care.
Died. 100%. 1,000% kids died.
Do you just not think as many?
Yeah, no, I just don't think nearly as many or the same amount. And
So do you think they would do that as a media tactic for some sort of agenda to say, if this amount of kids actually died, which is tragic no matter how many it is.
Yeah, but it's just all population
but
control.
I feel like if they were to add actors, that would get a bigger media buzz.
Yeah.
I don't want to accept it, but I could. Honestly, I could see anything happening, dude. This is a really shitty world. People are really shitty.
No.
So, that's a really tough thing.
Yeah.
That's a really tough topic in general.
And, the thing is, even if, no kids died, if some kids died, I feel like it's disrespectful to say, if their parents are actually mourning, saying, you're just a crisis actor.
That's true.
Because you don't know.
I mean, I don't think we're intending to accuse anybody.
Well,
I
that's
think
the
we're
other
just
thing
saying
too,
in
is
general, this is just a conspiracy. The only people who know are the people who were there.
Yeah.
Those are the only people who know. Everything else is what you've heard. So it's like, that's why I say people are really shitty and anything can be anything.
Yeah.
And then, like, when some of the parents were asked about certain things, they acted really weird about it. Like, none of them were, like, upset or anything.
I will say, I did see one video where it was, like, I think it was after a school shooting, and they were gonna pan onto the dad, like, basically talking about his daughter who died, and, like, right before the camera panned on him, like, he didn't get the cue or whatever. So he was, like, laughing with people, and then once he, like, realized he was being filmed, he, like, completely changed.
Yeah, I've seen that video too.
Damn. Yeah, I mean,
Like, that was pretty convincing, but, like, I don't think it's all like that.
I wonder if that's something provided in a situation like that. I wonder if that's something that's kept quiet, but it's provided for people who can't talk on camera because they're so traumatized or whatever.
It could,
They
yeah.
have people who can listen to them talk, and then they come up, like, they improvise their own story based on what they were told.
That'd be so stupid.
I could see
but
it,
that
though.
would make sense.
I could see it, but it'd be fucking dumb.
It would be, but I don't know. There's so many different scenarios. Yo, have you guys heard the whole thing about the fucking Pentagon on 9/11?
Oh, yeah.
Like, with the people on the plane?
Yeah.
That shit's, like, insane.
Can you
That's
elaborate for the audience?
Yeah, I mean, if you haven't heard of it, there's tons of things, obviously, about 9/11, tons of conspiracies. I'm not necessarily going to get into those because I feel like everybody's kind of heard those at this point. But the one I just wanted to touch on was with the Pentagon, was like that a plane never hit the Pentagon.
No.
They said it did, but there's no way, because it was like the security footage of the cameras. It took a photo like every 5 seconds. And at no point in the photos was there any plane. There was no part, there was no nose, no middle, no tail. There was all of a sudden just a hole.
And there's
So it
no
wouldn't go
remains
away
of
that
a
far.
plane either.
Yeah, and then there was no remains of a plane. There was no pieces of wings, no pieces of anything. And then also the biggest thing that was crazy to me that kind of almost sealed the deal was apparently when people on the plane were like calling their loved ones, like if I was in a situation like that and I was calling my parents, or if you were calling your parents, you'd be like, "Hey mom, like this is the situation I'm in. I'm sorry, like I love you guys. I don't know what's gonna happen."
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like you would say something like that. But apparently almost every call or every single call was the exact same. The people who were calling their parents would say, everybody said their first and last name. So like it would be like me calling my parents and being like, "Hi, this is Colton Swartz." Like,
Yeah.
like, "Hi mom and dad, this is Colton Swartz. I love you guys." Like, you know what I mean? Like everybody sounded very scripted and everybody said their first
That's
and last
weird.
name.
Yeah, that's whack.
Who's to say that this plane didn't fly him somewhere else? Like, fuck.
Yeah,
Bro.
like manifested up.
Yeah. Yo, they show up. That would be insane. No, I
Yeah,
think
I
right.
that
never
they just,
saw
like-
that show. I wanted to watch it.
Oh my god, you gotta watch it.
We started
We
watching
started
it.
like the first 2 episodes and lost interest, but I
Then
want
it
to
got
watch it.
kind of like godly, and I wasn't about it.
Yeah, I think it just came around at a wrong time
Yeah.
for me personally, but I think it's on Hulu now, so I kind of want to watch it.
Yeah.
Speaking of shows and movies and shit, we got something we like to do here at TDAAT.
Flick pick of the week.
Flick pick of the week. So for those of you and for Marisa, if you don't know what this is, Flick pick of the week is a TV show or movie that you've watched in the past that you would like to recommend to people. Say the title, what you like about it, a little bit about it. Don't give any spoilers unless it's a super old movie and whatever. Like, just give a little spoiler alert. So, yeah, we're going to start with Marisa because she's our special guest.
Oh,
On the
fuck.
spot. movie or TV show or fucking YouTube series or anything you've watched in the last week or past that you would like to recommend out there?
I mean, right now I'm finishing up Marvel Runaways. I don't know if you know. I think I may have talked.
I've heard of it.
Yeah.
I don't think I've watched it.
But, I mean, it's not necessarily a good TV show. I think it's good, but it's only because there's gay in it that I'm like hanging on.
That's alright. There's people out there that'll listen that have the same taste. Obviously, people like the show.
Yeah, but I like Marvel shows, and like it's about like high school students learning with their powers and shit, and like there's basically their parents are in a cult and shit like that. So
wow, that actually sounds pretty interesting. I'm not really into Marvel, but I'm not gonna lie, this sounds like a cool plot.
I did horrible at describing it. I'm so sorry.
No,
you're good.
You're
fine. Good. I got the gist of it.
I totally got it.
Yeah. All right, Nick. Do you want to go next? Or do you want me to?
I guess I can go next.
All right, sir.
Mine's not a show or anything, but I make the rules just as much as Colton. So I'm gonna do whatever the fuck I want, like I usually do in the old sesh and the sesh palace.
Bitch, will you get there?
Fucking cuck off. Let me have fun with podcast land, people, you know? But anyways, it's going to be a podcast.
Lit.
You knew it was going to probably happen because I've been talking about it for the last hour before the podcast.
Yep. I know exactly who you're talking about.
Theo Von's podcast. It is fucking fantastic. What the fuck is it called? This past weekend? Yeah. But that is a phenomenal man. A phenomenal podcast. And I would love to go see his stand-up.
Hell yeah, dude. I would love to go see him. Yo, I'm going to see fucking Bert Kreischer, bro.
Yeah, that's so dope.
I remind myself of that every day. I'm so excited.
Man, they should be on a tour.
Yo, they were, I think at one point a while ago, they were talking about doing a tour with, like, all of them.
Yeah,
like,
that'd be
Joe
so
Rogan,
cool.
Joey Diaz, fucking Bert,
You know
Tom.
how expensive that would be?
It would be dude, it would be stadium tours.
Holy
Multiple.
shit.
It would have to be stadium tours. Joe Rogan does stadium tours by himself.
Really? I thought those were just like arenas.
No, I'm pretty sure he does stadiums.
That's wild.
Might be arenas, I don't know.
That's crazy. But yeah, good for them. But yeah, make sure you check out that podcast this past weekend, Theo Von's podcast. We'll leave it in the description or some shit. But it's great. He's a funny motherfucker.
He is a funny motherfucker.
Mother cucker.
Mother cucker.
Colton,
Sir.
you're up, sir.
Yeah, fuck, you know, I had one, and then I started talking about some other shit. And you know what? I'm actually going to go with a podcast, too. One that I just recently discovered. I didn't even know it was a thing. Here I am talking about how much I'm excited to see Bert Kreischer, but him and Tom Segura's fucking podcast, dude. I literally didn't, like, I knew of it, but I never listened to it. And then the other day, I was wrapping Christmas presents, and I fucking just had it on, and it was so fucking funny. I was cracking up the whole time. Like, I literally sitting by myself, wrapping presents, listening to this podcast, and I'm dying laughing. Like, it was, it was amazing.
Fucking funny together.
They're a great duo. Yeah, they're really good together.
Yeah.
But so, yeah, that's my flick pick of the week, is their podcast called Two Bears, One Cave.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I heard of that one too.
Which we did not steal any idea from them. Let's get that fucking straight now. Before anybody says anything in the future, you can fuck the cuck off because
we're two dudes at a table. They're two bears, one cave.
Yeah, fuck
we
a
always
cave.
joke around about bear shit because me and Nick are both big dudes with big beards.
We're sitting at a table. We live in Western fucking New York.
Like I said, I just found out about the podcast. Like,
I mean, we do got the Lockport Caves, though, dude.
Yo,
Fuck a cave.
we should go set up a podcast in the cave.
How the fuck we gonna do that?
Sneak in there at night.
Is that possible?
I don't know.
This dude just said,
"There's a will, there's a way."
Over the airways. We'll sneak in there at night after a conspiracy theory podcast where the Illuminati will probably listen to it because we'll probably tag them.
Probably.
You know what I really regret? I wish I was there the night that you guys were playing with the Ouija board and that crazy shit happened.
That shit was insane.
Yeah, it gets brought up like a couple times every year on the podcast.
Oh, for real?
Oh, yeah. It's like, honestly, that's such a memorable moment in my life because for the longest time, my whole entire life up to that moment, I was like, there's definitely spirits, there's definitely like demons and shit, but I was like, Ouija boards are bullshit. I was like, for sure, Ouija boards are bullshit.
Like they sell it at Toys R Us.
Yeah, I'm like, it's stupid. It's like, no way. That night changed my fucking life perspective, dude.
Yeah.
Like, there was no way any of that was fake.
People still call bullshit on me, and I'm like, dude, like, I'm not fucking joking.
Yeah,
like,
people say it to me, too, when I show them.
Like, I'm not gonna just amuse you and be like, yeah, that shit was fucking fake.
No, like, but that shit was terrifying. Megan cried. That was real cry. Those were real tears.
I've been there, man, where something just, like, shakes you to your fucking core.
Hell yeah.
Like, I've seen some shit that I was like, whoa, holy fuck. And instant tears, and I couldn't even control it. I was like, I'm not even sad right now.
Yeah.
Like, I'm just crying.
Oh, I've definitely had times in my life where, like, something happens, and then, like, tears just start coming out of your eyes, and you're like, I'm not even crying. Like,
you're just like
tears are coming out of your eyes, but you're like, I'm not crying right now. I'm just like, either like something scared you, or like you're frustrated about something, or like you're angry. Like, that shit just happens, bro.
I'm eye coming.
Yeah, coming out the eyes.
Could you imagine a movie where the main like villain just shot cum out of his fucking eye sockets?
Like
that
laser beams of cum. Yo, like
I
laser beams of cum.
Imagine, dude.
That would cut you in half.
Oh yeah.
Yo,
laser
insane.
nut.
Like, instead of fucking laser vision, it's cum. So you're just fucking shooting cum across people's bodies, and it's ripping them in half. Yeah.
And people are like, oh no, I didn't get hit, bro. And then they look down and they're fucking like sliced in like threes.
And then he's got fucking, when he doesn't want to use his powers, he's got to put condoms suction cupped over his eyes, and they slowly start filling up with cum. He has to change them throughout the day.
No,
oh my god, condom
like a condom, like suction cupped over the eye.
Oh,
so
you could do that, or you could do like you could do condom with glasses, like like Cyclops, in X-Men.
Oh my god, dude!
So it covers the lasers that come out.
Yeah.
Where did this even come from?
Our assholes. Yo, honestly, I think it's about time to wrap this up. Do you guys got any last things you want to throw in here?
Let me see if I had anything.
Yo, let me just say one thing. Avril Lavigne, we know it's not you. You're freaking Melissa, dude.
We know.
I did want to talk about that before we do. Can we talk for a few more minutes?
Yeah, we can keep going.
Sweet. Yeah, let's get into that, the Avril Lavigne thing. I wanted to come back on that from the break, and I totally forgot. But yo, there's a lot of proof saying that bitch don't exist no more.
Right, like, they're literally not the same person.
Yeah, facial structure is completely different. I know plastic surgery can do a lot of cucking shit, but like, no.
I mean, it's like, it's horrible to say, like, if she killed herself or whatever, but like, come on. They're two different people. Like, she's got like birthmarks in different places and stuff that you can't really dispute.
Yeah, it's literally like right there in the pudding.
But ever since I've seen that theory, that one, like, that's one that is just in my head now. Like, it's not even a theory to me. Like, whenever...
It's more so a fact.
Yeah, whenever Avril Lavigne comes on the radio and, like, I'm with my mom, I'll be like, oh, there's Melissa.
Yeah.
Because it's not Avril Lavigne. Like, it's Melissa.
There's no way it is. It's definitely not her.
And the music even changed.
Everything changed.
Like right after the time that like it was suspected when she was.
Yeah. You know who has a really good video on that? I don't know which one it is, so there ain't gonna be a link. But it's fucking Shane Dawson has this. Yeah. English is hard today, fellas.
A conspiracy
and ladies
theory video.
And you people.
But like when his
I
conspiracy theories were like good, you know, like when they were.
Yeah.
I mean,
but yeah, he has a really good one. So if you ever find the conspiracy video that I'm talking about, good shit. I'm proud of you.
Yeah, no, that shit's crazy. Katy Perry's even got like weird shit with her. Since we're on the topic of like pop stars or whatever the fuck they are, musicians.
Oh my god.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna have to do this again because there's this one. I think. Are you thinking of where they're like robots or whatever, or they were brainwashed?
It's like the MK Ultra shit.
Yeah, and like because I wanted to talk about when that one dude. Have you seen the video where he's like a news anchor, and like out of nowhere he's like in the middle of talking, and then he just like stops and stares at the camera for like 7 seconds flat.
There's one of that, and then there's one on the red carpet of an award show
with Cardi B.
Where everyone turns. I remember that.
That made me lose my fucking shit.
Yo, like I'm tearing up just talking about it.
It's scary, dude.
Whoa.
I find
Did
it
something
super
just turn off?
Yeah, the heat turned off.
Oh, that scared the fuck out of me.
Yeah, sorry for the background noise.
Right now,
There's probably been background noise since we fucking came back from the break.
Yeah, like it totally scared me. Because you know when like noise gives you a feeling?
Yeah. It's because that vent's right behind you.
Oh, man, I was just crying.
And the furnace is right below us.
My man's is dead.
Conspiracy theories and shit scaring me.
For real. And I'm also literally like, if this floor wasn't here, but we were still like floating here, I'm probably like 4 feet from the furnace. So,
dude,
it's right there.
It sucks that we're like really getting into the conspiracies right now when we're about to like end.
We can keep going.
Yeah, we can keep going for a little bit.
It's only 9:15.
Litty titty in the city.
I got some time. I do have to leave at some point, but I got some time. Let's keep going.
Yeah. I gotta eat dinner at some point, but fuck it. Why do you need food?
Same.
But anyways, Katy Perry, you ever notice like she collapsed at a bunch of shows and shit?
Really?
Yeah. Just a bunch of weird stuff happened with her. And it happens with a lot of people. Like, look at Kanye West. You can't tell me that motherfucker's normal.
Dude, Kanye West is insane.
He makes the stupidest fucking music.
Bro, it works so well, though.
That's what I don't understand. That's how you can tell it's like a, subliminal, government fucking thing. Because, no matter what the man does... I think he's starting a cult. Yeah.
He bought 200,000 acres or something like that in Wisconsin. And he built a church on it, and I legitimately think he's starting a cult.
Wouldn't it be crazy if Kanye West's cult and Jared Leto's cult?
I was just gonna bring him up. That would be fucking nuts.
They got in a war.
Yeah.
Oh my god, it'd be 30 Seconds to Mars versus Kanye West. Wait, is that the name of the band, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, all of
I think so.
Jared Leto's cult looks like a bunch of Jesus hippies. They all wear white flowy things and he looks like Jesus.
That's amazing.
And he wears a white robe and all these people are dancing and bowing to him and shit. It's so fucking weird. I forget what they're called. Oh, the Echelon or some shit like that. Yo, if you look that up, I guarantee you see it.
What if in Jared Leto's cult, he's our God is my version of the Joker?
Ew. I've already expressed my feelings about the Joker. His Joker.
It sucked.
Oh, it's awful.
Oh, yeah, it's the worst. Nobody likes that.
Fuck that guy.
Yeah. Yo, I just looked up photos. Does he have men in his cult, or is it just him and a bunch of women?
I think there's men, too.
Oh, I don't see any.
Oh, really?
In this photo specifically, at least, I see probably 40 to 50 people, and there's not one man.
You should just look
except him.
Just look up Jared Leto cult.
I did.
Oh, sweet.
I can't wait. We're gonna get a screen.
Yeah.
Right here. Wireless screen up on the fucking wall. That way we can pull shit up. Yeah, he does look like a fucking cult leader though.
Yeah,
good for him.
We should get video rocking and rolling for podcast land.
Yeah.
People enjoy seeing our bearded faces.
What we'll do is we'll get a couple more swing arms, couple more headphones, a TV for the wall, some chairs, new table. Get the video going.
That's what I'm saying. Like, my voice is so ugly. They need to see my facial expressions. That makes it more better.
Okay, Marissa, it's not a dating service.
Yeah.
Yo, I'm not trying to sell my looks on anyone, dude.
Yeah, no. So man, I wish I had more drink. I have no drink.
Go get some more drink then, bro.
I have no drink.
Yo, there's bottles of vodka out there. Bottles and bottles.
Speaking of bottles,
you ain't got no more drink.
If this is gonna be up tonight, tomorrow is New Year's Eve.
Yes, it is.
So we're ending the decade, which is gonna be intense.
That's weird to think about.
Yeah.
Super weird.
Decade. Another decade.
Yo, I've been seeing those videos where it's like a montage of like say goodbye to your childhood, and it's like from every year it takes like cartoon characters or like TV shows that we all grew up with.
Oh yeah.
And like puts them in one.
Yeah, that's wild. Man.
Damn, the fucking decade, dude.
Speaking of cartoons.
Crazy.
And conspiracy theories. Did you like... I'm going to ask Marissa this because like we've talked about it before on the podcast.
Okay.
But did you know like old Disney cartoons were teaching kids to kill themselves later on in life?
Mm-hmm.
Really?
Yeah, there's a bunch of early like Mickey Mouse cartoons where because Minnie doesn't either she doesn't like what he got for Christmas or birthday, or like he fucked up and like lost money or something. I don't fucking remember, but he fucked up with Minnie and she didn't love him anymore. So like basically the whole like comic strip, because they were comic strips back then, was him like saying, oh, I gotta end it, and like the only thing left is death and shit like that. Is wild.
That's insane.
Dude, there's like a lot of subliminal messages like that in cartoons. And I like Disney especially, and it's kind of crazy.
Disney's a super weird place. Yeah. Nobody's ever died at Disney, technically.
Why? Because they like dish them out before they die?
It's probably all like
they bring them outside of Disney and wait to pronounce them dead in the ambulance. Like they have never pronounced anybody dead in Disney. They're not allowed to.
Oh my god.
So nobody's ever technically died there. Yo,
people
remember when
have
that
definitely
kid
gone
died by
missing.
the alligator?
What's that?
Remember at Disney, the kid died by the alligator like 4 years ago?
Was that there, like Gatorland?
No, it was Disney.
That's wild.
It was like a 3 or 4 year old was chilling by this pond and just got snatched up.
Yo, if I
by
was
an
I
alligator.
do remember that, yeah.
And then I was talking to my old boss about it, and he was like, yeah, he's like, I was there like 2 days before that.
That's crazy, man. If I was a little crocodile, I'd be
snatching kids up, bro.
Yeah, it probably looks like a little roasted chicken.
Like a fucking large gummy bear.
Oh.
But
gummy eats you from the back to your tummy.
Ew. It's disgusting.
Oh my god.
Yo, that thing probably swallowed that kid like it was like its own baby.
Like
probably. Yo, it probably snatched it, death rolled, waited for it to drown, and then just ate that shit in like 2 bites.
Yo, that's crazy.
R.I.P. though.
R.I.P. baby.
I mean, it's tragic.
R.I.P. Disney baby in
Rip,
the
baby.
Gatorland. That would suck, dog.
Dude, could you imagine though, like being a parent? You're like, I'm bringing my kid to Disney. It's a safe place for kids to have fun. and then your child got snatched up by an alligator. Or maybe it was a crocodile.
And then they hide it because everyone that runs shit hides everything, man.
Mm-hmm.
Big Brother's watching. They're probably listening.
Big Brother ain't watching us.
Big cucker.
The fuck are they? Yo, like, people... I just had this conversation the other day, but I was like, yo... If someone's watching my camera, like, looking through the camera on my phone, let them fucking watch, dude.
Yo, have you ever watched...
It's in my pocket so much. And if it's not in my pocket, it's looking at the ground. Fucking go ahead and watch. You ain't gonna figure shit out.
Right. What
That's
were you
all
gonna
I'm
say,
saying.
Marissa?
I'm sorry, I thought you were done.
You're good.
Have you ever seen the video where... going back to Disney. The video where they're, like, interviewing the Disney, like, old Disney actors and, like, workers at Disney World, and they kind of, like, give the tea and the drama.
No, I haven't seen
Oh,
that.
yeah, I've totally seen that.
It's so good. It's
Janelle and
interesting.
I would watch those, like, theme park videos where people would dish on, like, fucked up shit that would happen there and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I'm sure there's a lot of fucked up shit that happens.
Yo, like, people fuck like crazy at Disney.
Like, employees or...
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's so funny. Why there?
I don't know, man. Could you imagine, like, Kylo Ren banging, like, Princess fucking...
What are you gonna say right now?
I don't know. I wasn't gonna say Princess Leia. I was gonna say, like, Kylo Ren banging, like,
Princess
Elsa or some
Jasmine
shit.
or something.
Yo, Elsa.
Kylo Ren and Elsa, man. And then he throws a
Dude,
fit
no.
after.
Fucking Olaf.
Oh,
Olaf.
my god.
The fucking
Olaf.
snowman.
Olaf banging, like, Spider-Man.
With his fucking... He takes his carrot off his nose and puts it down on his... Like, where his dick would be.
Yeah, he's like, I'm strapped.
I'm strapped. Stay strapped. Get ready. It's a little pointy.
Yeah.
Holy shit, dude.
Let it go. Let it go.
He's telling him to unclench his butthole.
Yeah. You want it some more. Let it go. Let me blow. My
Yo, that song.
load everywhere.
Let me play a little bit of that song.
I'm gonna come inside your spider ass.
You're going for it.
Yo, this podcast went in a whole new direction. But it's great. We're having a good time in
I
the
know.
Sesh Palace. Marissa, you're having like an extended fucking episode here.
I'm just that good, I guess.
I want to do some blow, man.
I'm putting this in the fucking thing. Put your headphones on.
Be some blow, man.
Yo.
I've totally heard this before.
Oh, it's also with a video, so you guys are a little probably confused.
Do you want to do some blow, man?
I'm gonna leave a link to this in the description so y'all can listen to the rest, because that's gonna have to be chopped up, because I don't want no copyright.
Yeah, Kakum. Yo, I think that's a good good way to kind of end this. Are you guys good?
Yeah.
Got
I'm
anything
good.
else to chat about? Do you want to shout anything out? Social medias?
Yo, shout out to Marisa for fucking being here.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, dude.
Hell yeah.
Thanks for inviting me.
Hell yeah. We've been wanting to do it for so fucking long.
I know.
And we talked about a lot of shit. We learned about a video game that fucking doesn't exist,
Yep.
but exists.
Yep.
We talked about the simulation theory and how I think everything's like the Matrix.
Yep.
And how Marisa believes something else about simulation theories.
Yep. That was like an hour ago, though, so
Yeah, it's a
I
long
don't remember
time.
most of this
A
podcast.
good ass alien story.
Yeah.
That was dope.
That was a really good story. We talked about it during the break.
So make sure if you've skipped through this episode to get to this point because you're a fucking idiot, that you go back and you listen to the rest of the episode.
Yeah, because there's a good-ass story Marisa had. So go listen. Marisa, do you want to give a shout-out to your social media?
Or a TikTok, anything.
I mean, yeah, follow my TikTok at flyhigh.bigange or BIGANG or by gang, whichever tickles your toots.
Whatever tickles your toots. All right, we're two dudes at a table. I'm Colton.
I'm Nick.
I'm
Peace the
Adios,
fuck out.
fuckers.
Fuck you.